going through different things in your life that seem to keep you in the same place? Is it preventing you from moving forward? Do you feel stuck? Or have you made up your mind that you're not just going to take it sitting down? Are you not just going to allow life to happen to you, but you're going to begin to do different things to allow you to happen to life? I'm Apostle Regina Holiday. I'm the founder and president of Taking My Life Back, the movement. And I'm sitting here on the Taking My Life Back set right now. We are a group of men and women who have decided to do the work to take our life back. You know, life is full of troubles, but Jesus said that he's already overcome the obstacles that we face in our life. So I just wanted to stop by to ask you a question. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for to do the work to make a difference and to make a change in your own life? I know for years, I didn't know what I was waiting for. I think I was waiting for the Lord to crack the sky open. I think I was waiting for somebody to come and shake me and say, you can do something to make a difference in your own life. As most of you know, I spent 40 days sitting at my husband's bedside after he had had a massive stroke. And not just me, but most of my family members were there in much support of him and much support of me, even though they were going through a tough time too. But I'm here today to tell you that it was God that got us through that time. It wasn't because I did everything right or I knew what to say or I was so close to God. There were some days I couldn't pray. There were some days I could barely get myself together to go to the hospital. One of the nurses told me at one point while he was still in the ICU, it was a male nurse, he said, you know, with neurological or brain injuries, it's up and down. It's going to get worse before it gets better. And I was terrified because we didn't know if he was going to live or die. The doctors had already told us that. But I got to the place where I just had to keep putting one foot in front of the other. I got to the place where I didn't fall on my face and say, God, tell me what to do. God just began to speak to me and he began to give me a strategy. There's some things he told me to do. There are some things that he instructed me to instruct my family to do. It wasn't because I was super deep. It was because I was desperate. I didn't know what to do, but it was God that stepped in. He made himself tangible to me in a way that I've never known God before. So I don't know what you might be going through, but just like for me in those times, I didn't know what to do. I knew God and I was in a relationship with God. I was pastoring with my husband at the time, almost 15, 20 years almost. But I didn't know what to do. I just knew to get up and to keep putting one foot in front of the other. God gave me, even with the church, to do a schedule and to ask different pastors to come and to minister to our congregation while I was at his bedside. And everybody came through. And even as I'm sitting here, I want to say thank you because I want them to know that I am still grateful for them stepping up and stepping in to be a support to us when we really, really needed you guys. And even the benefit that they did for him that I didn't make it to, I don't think he even watched it yet. This was in 2019. Even when you're recovering from different things and you've had injuries and you had trauma, it takes time and you can't move yourself ahead of the time that you need to move yourself ahead to explore different things about it. It was a very, very trying time. But people stepped up. And one thing I know about people, they might talk about you, they might do all kinds of things. But in the time of trouble, those people who are real, they will step up. And we have some real people in our life. The Millers, who were there with us as members, as ministers at the time, and they stepped up. I'm just rambling on and on, but I just felt it in my spirit to come to just speak to you guys. I want to invite you guys to our church. Our church is located at 7334 South Racine in Chicago, and it's called Spreading the Word Worship Center, where myself and my husband are the pastors. My husband is the senior pastor, and I'm the executive pastor. We've been in ministry for 23 years. We made 23 years this past June, and we are still pushing. We are still moving forward. We're still believing God, and we're still doing our best to build God a house. And then I want you to join this movement. And there are 2 simple steps that you can do to join the movement. You can go to the website. It's www.reginaholiday.ministries.com. And you can go to the Taking My Life Back page there on the website, and you can follow those 2 simple steps. The first step is simply to buy your Taking My Life Back t-shirt. And then the second step is simply to tell me your story. I am so intrigued when I hear people's stories. I can see where you are now, but I don't know what you went through to get there. And every time I hear the stories of people who have made it out of difficult times, who have decided to do the work in their lives, it inspires me. And I know if it inspires me, I know that it's going to inspire so many others. I'm a Taking My Life Back warrior, and I've decided to do the work. I've decided to keep moving forward. And I know it's so many of y'all that feel the same way. Your story is not my story. It may not be. My story is not, it may not be your story, but your story is worthy of being heard. Your story is worthy of being heard by so many others that is going to bless. Whatever area of your life. I've spent years in an abusive relationship. I spent years making mistakes. I spent years doing the wrong thing until I found out what the right thing was. But I want you to come and be a part of this. Again, I've given you the ways to just come and visit us. We would love to have you and to hug on you and encourage you. And I've even given you ways that you can join this movement. So I'm not going to belabor the time, but I want you to know that I love you, that I'm praying for you, I'm concerned about you, and I'm believing the best of God for your life. God bless you. And until next time, I'm Apostle Regina Holiday, the founder and president of Taking My Life Back, the movement. You be blessed.